Aquarius, hi. So this is going to be a reading for June 24th through the 30th. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there's an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Aquarius. Alright, the overall energy for the reading, the moon. I mean, interesting. Because the moon usually comes through with an energy of kind of obscure, like you're not seeing the whole picture of something, but you are giving me a whole lot of clarity, at least in the current situation. So I'm not sure exactly where this moon is going to take us, but we'll see when we clarify. In the recent past, the Page of Swords, the Devil, the Hierophant. This is a distorted, I wouldn't say, well, it's kind of looking like a distorted belief. I don't want to say it like that, because whatever you believe in, whenever you believe in, and it is what it is. It's not necessarily distorted until you start shifting that belief, and then you look back and you're like, that wasn't quite right, you know? So something like that, where I wouldn't call it necessarily distorted at that moment in time when you believed in it. But I do see you working on some sort of potentially, not even consciously, a shift in your beliefs. It's definitely happening there. Slowly but surely, like something comes through and then you start looking through a little incy keyhole there to your set of beliefs, and then you're like, hold on, you know? So, okay. Now, in the current situation, the Queen of Cups, the King of Swords, the Star, you're coming through as very confident, very secure in, especially in what it is that you want, what it is that you're looking for, what it is that you're pursuing. And it could have to do with love, this one. I'm not completely sure what direction you're looking at, but whatever direction this is, and we'll see a little later, you're looking very secure there, like 100% convinced that this is it, you know? Okay. In the immediate future, the Ace of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles. You look so naive in here. So, not naive necessarily, but almost like, what the hell is that squirrel doing? Hold on. I've got some lights set up around the tree in my backyard, and I'm seeing a squirrel chewing on my lights. That's what that squirrel is doing. Thank you. I wanted to take them off anyway, but okay, there it goes. My light is off with the squirrel. Okay. Anyways, not naive necessarily, but more like almost like you're starting to learn something new. That I don't see it necessarily as like you never knew anything about this topic ever before, and now this is completely new. No, it's something that you were in the bigger picture aware of, but you're starting to go a little deeper into whatever this is. It feels good for you. It could be relating to a project or a job direction kind of a thing. I don't know. But okay, let's clarify. All right. For the moon, you get the Nine of Wands, the King of Wands, the Emperor. You're very passionate about something here. Do not come on the table, please, because I know what you're going to do. You're going to mess up with all of my cards, and then you're just going to lay here, and then you're just going to expect for me to give you love. Go over there. Very passionate about something, but it feels like you're kind of holding it in, like you're not letting this come out in any kind of context, in any kind of way. And it feels very, very hard for you to keep on hanging on to this almost as a secret. You know what I mean? That's what the moon is doing here. You're hiding something. I don't know what it is you're passionate about, but pretty strong passion towards something. And it's very difficult to not let this out, but you're not. Let's do the Page of Swords in the recent past. The Two of Swords, the Ten of Cups, the Eight of Cups. Very confusing here. Yeah, this is a shift in your belief system. And it does look like initially it starts off to confuse the hell out of you. Then it's kind of like, but you know, it doesn't make sense like that, but it makes sense like that. So, okay, I found the way it makes sense, but then you're kind of lost in between the two worlds that, you know, the world you're coming from, the old belief system and the new one you're entering. So it's kind of like a blurry kind of an area at some point. This is just the process of you kind of shifting your beliefs, which is, again, kind of looking a little up and down there in your emotions as you're experiencing this shift. For the Devil, you get the King of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords. There's a sense of responsibility with things that, again, because your belief system is shifting, that might shift as well in the way of you carrying yourself within a situation in which you do carry some responsibility. So I don't know what the fuck that means, but it's interesting because I got the Page of Pentacles right here and it's looking very, very different, which makes sense because it's like over there, it's kind of a mishmash of just things shifting, and I can't really pull the energy that it's shifting in yet. I think it'll reveal itself here, but that's a distorted way of looking at things in the past there. What is that? How do I describe that? A set of responsibilities, almost like you're in charge or you're the boss somewhere. And in the way you believed that to be in the past is going to shift, where you're not showing up as authoritative, like not necessarily, not in that way of the past. In charge, things are shifting there like a motherfucker. Let me do the Hierophant. And it's very confusing. It's very confusing as you step into a new set of beliefs, which you don't even know what those are as you step into them. They're kind of forming right there. So it's very blurry. For the Hierophant, you get the Queen of Wands, the Devil, the Magician. Yes. It's that whole sense of ownership. Ownership over things, people. I don't know how to explain it, what I see here, but all of that is definitely kind of falling apart in the way you looked at it. And it could be that it's not you necessarily that are placed in that position of ownership, but what you perceived as others in that position. Something about that is dismantling big time for you. How do I, let me find an example. Yellow finch is by the bird water fountain thing, bird bath. So pretty, so yellow. That's not the example. What example should I give you? Your boss at a job is showing up very authoritative, very like, it has to be like this, like the very rough around the edges, they're not making friends with people they work with and things like that. They keep it very professional, very strict, very and then I'm giving you your boss, but it could be you, because the shift is happening within them in terms of all of a sudden, I don't know, they go to a healing resort for like a weekend, and then they come back a different person. They're not going to be your best friend, but they're going to show up quite, how do I put this? they're not going to show up in that authoritative over you kind of an energy. They're still authoritative, but it's very different in terms of their position makes them authoritative, but it's not, they're not rough around the edges anymore. They softened up. They're like, you know, and they're bringing in new ideas of, hey, let's do things in this way, which is more fun, more loose, more this. It's not as rigid anymore. So something shifted there for sure, and you can see that. So I kind of get the sense that this is about you, though, in that way. Something about that edginess. Something about, and it's tied up to your beliefs, big time. I don't know. It's pretty big, though. Pretty big, because, you know, when there's shifts in the belief system, it's like, uh-oh, that's big. For the Queen of Cups in your current situation, you get the Judgment card, the Seven of Swords, the Sun. Yeah, showing up very, very open from your heart. It's hard to maintain that, to kind of sustain that energy, because even though your heart is more open and, you know, again, you're looking like you're more mellow in your energy, and it feels good to keep yourself open from that position, from your heart. But it's very hard to sustain that evenly. You know, sometimes you fall off of that train because it's like, it's hard. It's going to be hard. But you want to stay there because it feels good from what you're showing me. So that's a lot of healing that happened for you here, that placed you in this position that you're in right now. And a lot of it, 90% of it was breaking down through your belief system, which is quite big. For the King of Swords, you get the Four of Wands, the Three of Cups, the Eight of Wands. You're very determined to make something work. There's a partnership here. I'm not sure if it's only one or if it's just the idea of how you approach partnerships these days. But you're coming from a really balanced place between the mind and the heart, and you're just all up for it, for the idea and the energy of partnership for the most part. You're very open here, very open. What the hell happened to you? Did you go on a weekend retreat kind of a thing? I don't know. There's such a difference between those energies of the past and these ones. Not that you sucked in the past or anything, you know, but it's like a complete turnaround. Like a completely different person I'm looking at. That must have been something to go through that shift. For the Star, you get the Seven of Wands, the Justice card, the High Priestess. You're super aligned here. To the point of, it's not 100% perfect. You're not like, oh my God, quit healing because you've done it all. No. There's still times where, again, you fall off here. But you come back you got quite the backup here of energies. You got your intuition is with you. The balance between the mind and the heart, everything is in place. And it's strong. It's functioning at a pretty strong capacity here for you. All of it. And you're open to sharing that with other energies as well. It's not only, I'm the best, I'm going to keep it for myself. No. This is pretty cool. I have a slight headache from it because it's a lot of energy, but especially the past thing. But anyways, in the immediate future, you get the Ace of Pentacles. For the Ace of Pentacles, you get the Lovers, the Tower, the Temperance card. Okay, this is where a particular connection shows up. This is a brand new energy that you're stepping into, especially alongside with this connection, but it feels very challenging. You do step into this brand new energy, But as you step in it, it feels like something over there is coming in as being very challenging. I feel like it's going to be overcome. You'll get past it, whatever it is, but you'll feel it right away to the extent of you thinking, this is not good, or this is not the right path, or things like that. It's going to make you feel that. But I see the perseverance and I see the pushing through, and then you get past that challenge. I don't know what kind of a challenge it is because it's not showing up as what it is. I just see it as a challenge immediately as you step into these brand new energies, especially for this connection. Let's do the Page of Pentacles, the King of Cups, the Hermit, the Death card. You got such big energies throughout the reading that it's like it's hard to gather them all up in one place. It almost feels like a graduation of some sort, where you reach a certain level and it's like, yay, we're done, next, yeah, it could be something. It's very personal. If this has to do with a connection and you part of that connection, this is very personal. This is you graduating something. I don't even know what. Could be a step up in your healing or something. Could be, okay, cycle closed. This was huge. Great. You've grown. You've learned. Next, because it kind of shows up like that. Like almost like, what the hell are you graduating? I don't know. Something. Let's do the Nine of Pentacles. In the immediate future, you get the Ace of Wands, the Page of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, everything feels good. You are stepping into a brand new cycle here, not only through this connection, but also, well, which makes sense, personally. There's a really nice brand new beginning here for you that you're stepping into. So the next chapter, basically, closing this one off. This one's big, though. You've done a lot of work in this one, and it shows, and it's going to show to you as well, where you're going to be able to, see all of it and absorb all of it, take it all in when it does come, the graduation for this, because it's pretty big. This reading kind of exhausted me, kind of kicked my ass. Not because there's anything wrong with it, quite the opposite, but man, you've got quite the energies here. Quite strong energies. But anyways, from the universe, the Knight of Cups, the Four of Wands, the Knight of Wands. Yeah, there's a commitment here that shows up, and it shows up as both parties kind of giving to this equally. So as far as this commitment go, everything feels perfect, and I felt it throughout the whole reading. It's just this place here is going to face some challenge, but you'll overcome it. It's not gonna take you off course, So you're good here. You're good. But anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.